Alright, so a little forewarning for all of you out there. If you guys cannot handle films like Cloverfield or even Blair Witch Project, good luck with being able to handle this. Hardcore Henry, aka First Person Shooter, the movie. So Hardcore Henry is a film that is told entirely within a first person point of view, so it's pretty much a POV movie, and we follow Henry after he has been put through surgery. A cybernetic arm has been put on him by his wife, played by Haley Bennett. Things go awry, and then Henry has to find his wife. Alright guys, so let's get into Hardcore Henry. Alright, so first of all, the thing I have to get out of the way is that how they did this entire film shooting on a GoPro camera, I gotta give huge props to director Eli Nij. But no, how they filmed all these stunts within the first person point of view is truly mind-blowing. The moment this movie goes into its action sequences, it is a non-stop thrill ride, and oh my god, that thrill ride is quite something. Now that's just a personal preference for me, but I saw this movie with the D-box format, you know, where the seats move, and I gotta tell you guys, if your theater has D-box, choose the D-box format. It makes the experience that much more amazing. The action sequences were absolutely great, from the hand-to-hand fighting sequences, from the gun sequences, from the, the car chase sequences. There was that single action scene in which I was not really impressed, or I was just like, oh ho ho ho! Since I'm a fan of first-person shooter video games, I had a blast with the action sequences in this movie. Sharlto Copley was honestly the best and only good thing about this movie in the acting department. There was one specific scene involving him and dancing. All I'm gonna say, it's one of the funniest scenes in the entire year, and you're going to die like I did. Die laughing is what I was about to say. The soundtrack is also great. Like I said before, this film is a non-stop thrill ride in terms of action. But in terms of story and character development, or character motivation should I say, the movie is really weak in terms of that. In terms of plot, tell me if you've heard this movie's plot many times before. Person's loved one gets kidnapped. Person goes after kidnapped person and kills people in the process. Where have we seen that movie done? Yeah, a lot of times before. Not just Taken, but that's the one that comes in my head. But other films in the past have done this plot line too. This movie feels like it literally copy and pasted that film's plot line while not really doing anything with that plot. Now guys, yes, don't get me wrong, the technique behind this movie is groundbreaking. Knowing that this film was shot on GoPro cameras, it's outstanding and the action is incredible, but without something to back that up with the substance-wise, there's really nothing holding that up. I did not care anything about the plot so much that whenever they tried to tell a story, I was just like, alright guys, come on, let's get on with, bring on the next action scene here. Except for Sharlto Copley's bits, like, his bits were by far the only parts I guess I did care about. Haley Bennett was, I mean, she was fine for her performance, but she wasn't really anything special. But the villain, oh my god, the villain was terrible. Like, his lines, they are so bad, they hinge on Mr. Freeze territory. Yeah. It's that bad. No, don't get me wrong. I laughed at his performance, but my word, this movie really lacks and a lot of character motivation besides Sharlto Copley, but everybody else is just, Like I said before in my intro, if you guys cannot handle found footage movies, now I get it. This movie is not found footage, but you get, you know what I mean, the same concept, always moving camera from a POV perspective. If you cannot handle POV films like, Cloverfield and like Blair Witch Project, or let's say Paranormal Activity, should I say, I guess, you guys are going to be throwing up non-stop because the camera is always moving, like it's always shaking. The film builds up to this amazing climax, like I was having a ball with the climax. And then the ending comes along, and I was just like, really? There's also a scene involving a grenade launch and a riot shield. How this scene looked in general looked so bad, it took me out of the movie entirely until they got to the next hand-to-hand combat scene. Overall guys, while Hardcore Henry has a groundbreaking technique in terms of filming and amazing non-stop action, the film is lacking in almost every other aspect with plot and character motivation. Pretty much my friend described it, it's a B movie with amazing action. Now in terms of score, guys, I'm gonna score this thing in 2 different ways while having an overall score. So bear with me, guys, bear with me. Now like I said before, guys, I saw this film with the D-box seats, and the D-box seats made this experience way more enjoyable. So with the D-box seats, I'm gonna give this film a 3.5 out of 5. It's a hell of a ride, especially with the D-box seats. I feel like without the D-box, it takes away from the lot and the enjoyment. So I'm gonna give the experience without D-box let's go with a 3 out of 5. Now the average score altogether I'm gonna give Hardcore Henry is a 3.25 out of 5. It's a fun movie to experience, guys, do not get me wrong, but in every other aspect, it's really lacking. Alright guys, so comment down and let me know below. What did you guys think of Hardcore Henry? Let me know below. And as always, guys, if you like this review, please like, share, and subscribe to see more content from me. And as always, until the next review, I will see you all next time.